Welcome back. President Obama making it clear that he really doesn't approve of Arizona's new immigration law. But that is not stopping Arizona Governor Jan Brewer from asking him to send other states' National Guard helicopters to help patrol Arizona's border with Mexico. President Obama has yet to respond, but how will this fuel the ongoing immigration debate? With me now, Republican California Congressman, Immigration Reform Caucus Chairman Brian Bilbray. First off, Congressman, my apologies about last night. I had a technical snafu and everything went down, and we felt horribly about it, but good to have you back.
That's okay. It happens to me at home all the time. My wife shuts me down all the time.
Tell me about it. All right, what do you make of this? Because now the feds are in this sort of sticky wicket here. If they go ahead and allow ICE to deal with the folks Arizona officials are sending them, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. So they might say, well, we'll beg out. Is that illegal?
No, how do they ignore that, especially when you got somebody like Mr. Morton saying, oh, I'm not going to enforce the law or accept anybody. They're doing it for the last few years with 63 other agents, local governments. So, you know, Neil, it's really hypocritical that everybody raising Cain from the President Calderon to the President Obama to the Secretary here and there to point fingers at Arizona when they've been cooperating with 63 local agencies doing the same thing that Arizona's proposing to do. And so I just think that talking about not sending helicopter cooperation, whatever, that's exactly why people are so upset about the way games have been played with this immigration issue.
Well, you know what's a little weird about it, Congressman, as you astutely pointed out here, is that there is a procedure, I guess, you know it better than I do, that local enforcement officials pick up suspected illegals, prove they're illegal, send them to ICE. ICE either confirms it or looks into it and either ships them to Mexico or wherever, or doesn't. And that's been the way it's been. And now you could have a situation where they pass up on that simply because they don't like the state from which those illegals are being sent.
And that's an equal protection issue, the fact that Arizonans have as much right to have the federal law enforced in their state as anybody else. And, you know, I was chairman of San Diego County right here on the border, 3 million people. We had ICE agents in the jails to review people when they were booked. That wasn't against the law. That wasn't inhumane. It was common sense that you don't want to release people back out onto the street that are illegally in the country. That's common sense. And I'll tell you, Neil, I think this is what got people so upset about this immigration issue. This isn't balancing the budget. This isn't trying to get the economy going. This is something very simple, and that is stop people from getting jobs and rewarding people for being illegally in this country with economic stimulus. This is something that says the federal government could take care of it if there was just the will to do it. And I think that's why you see the outrage. And people shouldn't be upset at the outrage at the illegal immigrants. They should be mad at their government officials who play games like we're seeing now. They should be outraged at the people who are hiring the illegals and basically, giving the financial incentive. And they should be really outraged at those who are somehow pointing fingers at those of us that want the law enforced just because they have other agendas that's not in the mainstream of the United States. And I'll tell you something, when you look at the polls on Arizona, with the absolute propaganda against the poor people of Arizona, and the polls still strongly support Arizona, I hope President Obama and his friends wake up and say, hey, look, maybe we ought to sit down with guys like Keith Schuler, Brian Bilbray, Republicans and Democrats. Let's work together, and why don't we get something that actually is going to enforce the law, and let's stop talking about rewarding 12 to 20 million illegals for breaking the law by giving them amnesty. Let's talk about actually making the law work.
Very good seeing you, Congressman. We'll watch it very closely. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.